welcome back to today's video. So today I thought I would talk to you and share my opinions about manifestation and how honestly and truly it has changed my life. So I've written actually a few blog posts on manifestation and kind of how I got started with manifestation, how I've actually gotten tangible things in my life that have changed my life, that have made my life better, and how every day I work with myself and with the universe to get everything that I've ever wanted. So to kind of give you a backstory, so one day I was scrolling through TikTok like I normally do, and I came across this girl named Haley Hoffman-Smith. You may or may not know her from TikTok. She's pretty well known on TikTok. And she was talking about manifestation, and I was like, of course I was like, oh, what is this voodoo kind of stuff? Like, how can you really like change your life just by thinking a certain way or direct your thinking into a certain way? So I was watching her TikTok and I was like, okay, well that makes sense, And I came across the idea in myself thinking, okay, but what if this works for me? If it worked for her, if she was able to manifest this big New York City apartment with these windows, and she showed a picture of what she had on her vision board and then what she got, and I was like, well, she's no different than me. She's 23, I'm 22, or I was 21 at the time. Like, if she can do it, so can I. We're very similar. She had just graduated university and I, at the time, had just graduated university. So I was like, well, why not me? Why can't I do that too? So I started watching more of her content and doing all that kind of stuff. And she recommended at the time, I'm gonna have a few recommendations throughout, but I just thought I would start off with my story. So at the time I was working a job that I didn't love. No shade to the people that I worked with or anything like that, but I didn't like the job. It wasn't for me, and it wasn't something that I wanted to do, and it wasn't a positive place to work at the time. So I was I needed change in my life because the way that it was going was not where I wanted to be, and I wasn't happy at the time. So I worked every single day and I thought about it and I manifested getting a new job, and I swear 3 weeks later I got a job offer from an old boss of mine when I was a student at the same company, and she was offering me a job. It was as easy as that. I couldn't believe it. I was absolutely shocked. I didn't apply for the job or anything. I was asked she said, I thought of you and I thought you'd be perfect for it. Would you want to come and work for me? And I was like, oh my goodness, of course I do. Like, it was at the same level, so it was all good. But it was permanent, and it was a job that I love now, and it was in event planning, which I love and I have a passion for. It was in social media. So of course I was so interested in taking the job, and after I took that job, I was like, oh my God, it worked. It literally worked. And like, that's just one example of like how my life like literally changed because I was doing these affirmations and I was changing my outlook on life, because at the time I was in a very, very, very negative headspace. And it just like, it completely took me from a very low point in my life to a very high point where now I know that I'm in complete control of what I can do and what I can change in my own life, because at the end of the day we're all in control of what we can do. And by thinking positively and really like, it's almost like directing your thought and directing your actions. Were there actions that I took in other places? Of course, you know, you obviously have to put your feet in motion to get started. You don't just get handed all these things, but it definitely helps. And you can manifest literally anything. I've manifested money. I've manifested getting more money, getting checks, or people giving me things, or finding something on sale that never goes on sale, or like finding things that I never thought I'd be able to buy, to doing it, or doing things that I thought, oh, I would love to do that someday, like YouTube. I always thought that I wanted to do YouTube. I kept pushing it back. Finally I was like, I really want to do YouTube, so guess what? I'm gonna do YouTube. And so far it's going so awesome and I love it. So I think I'll go back to what I did to manifest my job. So if you're out there and you're looking for a new job or looking to change your outcome of life, get a new job or manifest money or whatever, I use the app. At the time I think I was just doing affirmations. So what I did, I opened the app and it's called Think Up. So what you do on Think Up, I'll do a little screen recording and I'll add it here on the side. What you do with the Think Up app is you go here and it's all about, so So what you do is you speak, there's affirmations on the app that you can go to, so you can record your own affirmations. So what you do is there's so many different people that you can like pick their affirmations. I really like Haley Hoffman Smith's because she's the person who introduced me to the app, and it's a free app, but you can get the premium version. I just still have the free version. And all you do is you look at the different affirmations, what speaks to you in your life, and then you record them yourself. So you record yourself saying them, and then what they do, so you go back to the practice portion, and all you do is you click play, and it'll play your affirmations on a loop. And they'll put music behind them, like calming music or whatever. Some people I guess like to listen to them before they go to bed. I personally don't. I like to listen to like something like The Office or Schitt's Creek or like some sort of funny show before I go to bed. I know you're not supposed to do that, but anyway, I do, and I love watching a show before I go to bed, but I listen to them in the morning. So I usually wake up about 10-15 minutes. Normally I'll hit the snooze button, but I'll turn on my affirmations first and I'll listen to them for 10 to 15 minutes, however long it takes me to really like get up and get out of bed. All I did, that's it. So I listen to myself. It's a little weird at the beginning to listen to yourself. I'm a YouTuber now, so it doesn't matter to me. I can listen to myself all the time, but and it just plays on a loop. So you can record your own, you can record someone else's in the app, something that speaks to you. Let's say you want a new job, maybe pick some that are job oriented, or if you want more money in your life, do that too. Like, it's very customizable, and it's really great. So that's what I've done. That's how I started out, and I got a lot of different physical things from that. So I got a new job, I got a spin bike. So right over here, I've shown that story on my blog before, but basically the story with the spin bike is that I did order a $1,700 spin bike online, but it was gonna take 8 weeks to ship to where I live in PEI. And I was like, oh, well, that's too bad, whatever. And if you know me, I love to save money on everything, right? Like, I love the same results, but save money. So someone sent me a photo of this bike that was $700 instead of $1,600. So I saved right off the bat $1,100 on the bike. And I was like, okay, this is meant to be. Like, this is the sign that I needed this bike, you know? And certain things like that happen to me all the time. Like, another thing was when I got my Dyson, I was gonna pay $700 or $800 for this thing. Dad, if you're watching, I know I shouldn't spend that much money on a blow dryer or whatever, styler. And my mom sent me another one for $450. And I was like, what? This is crazy. Like, it literally manifests. I wrote down a list of 111 things that I wanted. And so far I have accomplished 5. I mean, that's not a lot, but I know more are coming. I know I'm gonna get them all someday, but so far 5, and I wrote down that list in November. So there's so many different ways that you can manifest. I really love affirmations. That's the easiest one to do, using the Think Up app, or writing it down, or writing it on your mirror and speaking it into existence. Just all you have to do is say it out loud, and I swear if you really, really, really believe it, it will come true. I know it sounds crazy, and I wouldn't have believed it at the beginning, but I swear it's just like, oh, listen to this with an open mind. That's all I have to say. Got a new job. I got my Peloton, DIY Peloton that I've done videos on. I got my Dyson for half off, all of these things like half off, and it literally has changed my life. I got this camera. Mind you, I paid full price for it, but that month I got a raise. That month I sold other things so I could literally buy this camera without having to dip into my regular spending. I've paid off my student loans. I didn't think I was gonna have $15,000 to pay off, and I did. So, and it's not all financial or like different things. Like, it could be like manifesting new friendships or relationships or anything like that. There's so many different things that you can choose. Right now I'm manifesting a dog. So, you know, it's so many different things. You can literally do anything. But yeah, I love Think Up. I also do a monthly mastermind group with Haley Hoffman Smith. So I pay monthly to be a part of her mastermind. So I do worksheets, I do all that kind of stuff to guide me on how my day's going. I guess I can show you that. I'll just show you on my iPad. So I have the February workbook. So this is what it looks like. So it says your day loading. So it gives you like an astrology kind of thing, which I'm still very much in the beginner stages of learning, but it gives you your 3 notes of gratitude. So 3 things that you're grateful for. So it could be your family, your friends, your job, the sandwich you ate today, or whatever, like something that you're grateful for. And it says 3 manifestations that are loading. So maybe 3 different things that you want in life. So me, I'd love to travel sometime this year. Don't know if it's gonna happen because of COVID, but that's one of my things. Another one is to get a dog, a Newfoundland puppy. And I'm saying it out into the world in this video, but hopefully a Newfoundland puppy is coming this year. And another thing, I want a MacBook. Like a MacBook iMac screen, because I edited off my MacBook Air and it's just a little bit too small, so I want a big MacBook. So those are 3 manifestations that I really want this year. And then you say an affirmation of the day. So you would say that out loud, and then today's actions towards your big dreams. So 3 things that I did today that pushed me closer to where I want to be. So it could be anywhere from filming this YouTube video because I'd love to be a full-time YouTuber someday. Or it could be going for a walk if you want to be healthier. Or something like that, something that pushes you closer towards your goal, right? And then you do a daily reflection, and I find this very helpful. It's great, so you don't have to, I know there's like the 5-minute journal you can get on Amazon. You can literally get so many different things. I just like this Mastermind because it's easy to do. I just have it right here on my iPad that I just write on GoodNotes. Next, I would kind of show you a few of the Instagram accounts that I like to follow. Oh, there's fuzzies everywhere. So a few of the Instagram accounts that I like to follow. Number 1 is Haley Hoffman Smith. She is really, really great. She's kind of what introduced me to like affirmations and manifestation and all that kind of stuff and positive thinking. So she's number 1. I've followed her now for 6 or 7 months. The next one is Manifestation Babe. I've done one of her programs and I do really like her. She's more, I would say like a higher level of manifestation. And then number 3 is The Law of Attraction. And these are all just Instagram accounts, and I'll put them up here. And that's really good. It like gives you quotes every day. I know a lot of people probably follow that one. And then there's another one that I like. It's called Mindset of Greatness. So it's all about mindset. And then I love to listen to different podcasts. Some of my favorites, I find more and more people are talking about manifestation. Like YouTubers that I've followed for years are starting to talk about it, which is really cool to me. But again, I like to follow Haley Hoffman Smith's podcast. I really do. Manifestation Babe's podcast is really good as well. I find so many people are talking about it though, and I often like just YouTube different people and try to find people that way. But yeah, that's another awesome thing that I like to do as well. But yeah, it's very easy. Do kind of go more in depth on my blog about different stories through manifestation and all that kind of stuff, but I'll have those linked down below in the different articles that I've written about that. And yeah, it really has like all in all changed my life. So finding like someone being like, you are in control, because I was feeling very stuck. You are in control of what you get to do and how you change your life, right? Like everybody is in control. So just knowing that and like someone saying that to me that I didn't know was definitely extremely helpful. But yeah, it's true. Like you literally can do anything that you want in life. Knowing that like, you know, if you have a negative mindset, all you're gonna get around you is negative impacts on your life, right? So if you turn it around and like really have a direction on where you wanna go in your life, like if you look around my room, like I have quotes, I have like pictures of me and my friends. I have pictures on the side of the beach, right? Because I love the beach and someday I wanna live at the beach, right? On my vision board above my bike, I literally have them everywhere. I have vision boards everywhere, on my back screen, on my computer, on my iPad, right? Like on my phone. I literally have vision boards everywhere because the clearer I am on what I want for my life, like the faster I'm gonna get there. And it's not that it just comes to me automatically, right? Like I'm not a sorcerer, like I'm not Harry Potter. I can't just like wave a wand and it's here. I have to work for it. But knowing that someone's gonna meet you halfway, the universe is gonna meet you halfway, is definitely pretty cool and very special. But just know that you can literally do whatever you want in your life. Like you are in control and you can do it. I feel like I've changed so much in the past year. Like a year ago, I was in university. I didn't know that my university was gonna end so soon. I was obsessed with university. I loved where I was. Like I loved where I lived and how I lived and all the things that I was doing. And then I kind of like when the world shut down, just like everybody else, I was like, oh wow, I thought I had 3 more months of university. But I really had like 3 days. So and like saying goodbye to like friends that I made and professors and a place that I love to live, and like moving home, moving into my parents' basement, like definitely wasn't what I thought it was gonna be like. I was expecting on going on trips and like all this kind of stuff, and you know, maybe moving out. Like none of that happened, and like I think I was in a negative rut, like, and to be able to turn it around and like create something positive, it's definitely something that I'm so grateful for. I never would have started this YouTube channel if I didn't learn about manifestation. Like I definitely wouldn't have. I think I really just sat down and was like, no, look, I'm gonna do a YouTube channel because you know what? I've wanted to do one literally for 10 years. Like you ask any of my friends for the past 10 years, they would be like, oh yeah, Lydia's always wanted to be a YouTuber. Like always. Always. Like I couldn't care to choose what people may or may not think of me. I'm sure lots of people are like, oh my god, that's so weird. Like why is she doing that? You know? But I just like, I don't care if people have negative opinions about it, because it's something that I love to do. I love being creative. I still love my normal job, but I love this job too. And like you can do two things and love them both. And it's definitely something that I've learned. It's a lot more work, but I have so much time now because we are like in COVID time, so like you can't go out and like do a bunch of things that we normally would. I hope you know, like at the end of the day, you are in control and you can do it too. But if you have any questions down below on how I can write it out probably more eloquently than I spoke, I'm just speaking from my heart, and like just know that like if I can do it, you can do it too. Like anything that you want, you can manifest and you can make it happen. You really can. And like it may sound foo-foo, it may sound weird, but like I thought it was too. I really did. Like I was never into that kind of stuff before. I was always had a positive attitude, but I never knew how I could truly direct it. And when you think about it, you've probably manifested things before. If you speak it into existence, it's more likely to come to you, whether that's negative things or whether that's positive things. So yeah, so I hope you guys like this video. That is not what I thought I was gonna sit down and film today, but I really felt called, like intuition to film this today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it made sense. I'm gonna be doing more videos about manifestation, positive thinking, all that kind of stuff, like how you can change your life, like steps on how you can do it, my favorite quotes, my favorite books to read, how I set myself up for success every morning, how I do both a normal 9 to 5 and then also do a YouTube channel. So two, I would say full-time jobs, and do that all at the same time and still feel like I have time to do other things. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see you in the next video, and I will see you next time. But if you haven't, please subscribe, please like, please comment, and also if you think that this video should be shared with someone, share it with your friend, your cousin, your mom, your dad. If you think that they would benefit from this, please share it with them. I would be greatly appreciated. Anyway, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars.